Hello. I'm so happy to see you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a good day. It's gonna be a good day, huh? I had a great day yesterday. I went for a walk and I did some painting. I love to paint. Painting is fun. I have a very special book for you today. This book is one of my favorites. It is Mr. Ben's very favorite book. It's called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Yeah. Have you ever had a bad day? Do you think teachers have bad days? You think mommies have bad days? Yeah. Not every day is a bad day, but everybody sometimes has a bad day, huh? And you just think, gosh, today was not a good day. Tomorrow will be better. And that's okay, isn't it? It sure is. So look at this. I just read this part. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Who knows what we call that part of a book? Oh, you got it. You said title. Shine your halo. Very good. Here it says, Judith Vorst. What did she do? She wrote the words. What's the illustrator? It says illustrated by Ray Cruz. Yes, I heard you. The illustrator draws the pictures. Oh, yeah. Good job. Let's get started. Now think back to a bad day that you've had. Nothing seems to go right. Everything seems to go wrong. And we're going to see what Alexander's bad day was like. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth. And now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car in his breakfast cereal box. And Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. So do you think maybe Anthony and Nick are his brothers? How would you feel if you were the only one that did not get a toy in your cereal? I might feel jealous, might feel sad. Would you feel a little bit mad? I might even feel a little bit mad, yeah. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be car sick. No one even answered. Do you see where he's seated? Let's see if we can find him. There he is. He's in the back seat in the middle. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. Okay, if it's an invisible castle, did he really draw anything? Like I could hold up. Let me see here. Oh, here's my picture of the invisible race car. I didn't draw anything. You can't draw an invisible thing. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be let me hear you say it, a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off and the cone part lands in Australia. Gosh. Was that very nice? It wasn't. Do you think his day's gonna get better? What could he do to make his day better? I heard someone say he could think happy thoughts. That's a great idea. What was that? I heard someone say he could smile. You're exactly right. Whenever I am having a bad day, if I just sit and smile, it automatically gets better. It does. Oh, there were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds. And Paul's mother gave him a piece of Jelly Roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was. Oh, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. And Dr. Fields found a cavity in just me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I'm going to Australia, I said. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for my mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then I started crying because of the mud. Nick said I was a crybaby. Oh, look at this. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and for fighting. Was that a good choice he made? It wasn't. No. Should we ever hit? No. Yeah. I am having let me hear you say it with me, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some new sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, "We're all sold out." They made me buy plain old white ones. But they couldn't make me wear them. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine. But I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk. And I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He said, "Don't fool around with his phone." But I think I called Australia. My dad said, "Please don't pick him up anymore." Okay, can you guys look at this? Like, look at this mess. Look at that. Look over here. Look in the back. You see that table? They knocked down the plant, the table. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that is a mess. Oh. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Yeah. Oh, there were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. Okay, look at his face. It looks like mine. I actually think his railroad train pajamas are really cool. I like them. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. What kind of day has it been? It's been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Check out his nightlight. I love that nightlight. She said some days are like that, even in Australia. Yeah. Everybody has bad days. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you have more good days than bad days, though. But it's okay to have a bad day. Is it okay to be grumpy? Yeah, sometimes I'm grumpy. You know, I'm a little bit tired of staying at home. And sometimes I get grumpy because of that. But then I remember, golly, everybody has to stay at home. Everybody can't be grumpy. We just got to make the best out of it. So I try to smile. And then if I smile once, it makes me feel a little bit better. And if I smile twice, it makes me feel even more better. And then if I get up and do something I like to do, like reading you guys a book, it makes me feel a lot better. So remember, if you're having a grumpy day, it's okay. Everybody has grumpy days. Just smile. You got to try to remember, even on grumpy, bad days, you still have to be kind. You have to use kind words and kind actions. And I promise your day will get better. I love you guys, and I miss you so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye.